With only 2 games left for the Sharks and 10 crucial points up for grabs, this season's Premiership will see the most exciting finish for quite a few years. Hello, once again, it's make or break for the Sharks ahead of a Friday night showdown with Harlequins. After a bonus point defeat at Leicester 2 weeks ago, how will the boys bounce back against the Quins side, looking for a top 2 finish?
We just need to win, whatever it takes. We need to win, and we deserve to end this season with 2 wins, and if 2 wins means that we're in top 4, that would be great, but we need to finish with 2 wins.
We probably need 10, don't we, from the last 2 games, so I think really we've got to. We know how good the last couple of teams are we're playing, so we've just got to go into these last matches and be concentrated and trying to win them, and then see how we go from that.
I mean, this week our top priority is qualification for the Heineken Cup. We know that if we win this week, that's in the bag and that's secure, and that's our first priority. And we know that if we win this week, we can sit down on Monday morning, just have a look at where we are, and yes, we're depending on other results, but hopefully we'll know a little bit more by next week.
It will be a great help if we get that bonus point and we get 5 points. We need to approach it maybe with that extra craziness, but in a good way, The guys that need to make the decision, they will still make the decision, but all the guys around them, they need to be really ready and be ready to play and wanted to run, because we need, as you say, we need to win, but we really need to score 4 tries.
It's important that we don't play too recklessly just on the chance of getting those 4 tries. We've got to construct our usual sort of game plans and attacking and defensive principles, and just go through our usual sort of moves and not try to do anything completely out of the ordinary, but just try to build a decent performance and see where that takes us.
Now, looking at Harlequins, of course, they lost narrowly, didn't they, in the Heineken Cup. How do you expect them to react from that? As a captain, if you were captain of Harlequins, it would be all about the Guinness Premiership now, wouldn't it, for them?
Yeah, it's tricky, Some people will say, maybe they're a little bit down because they lost such an important game only by a point. But on the other hand, you can say that they're going to be really fired up because now they only have to focus on the Guinness Premiership, and they really want to get into the semi-finals, and why not win it? And they have a good chance of having a home semi-final. That's a big thing. So from my point of view, they're going to be really fired up and looking forward to play this game.
They're very strong around the breakdown. They seem to win a lot of turnovers and attack very well from turnover ball. So it's been no different to looking at any of the other teams that we face every week, and just trying to approach the game knowing what we should be doing against whatever opposition we're playing.
When you look at other games, though, they will have a huge part to play, but it depends which way the cookie crumbles, because none of the top 6 play each other apart from you and Quins. Only other teams in the lower half can do you favours now.
Yeah, that's true, but they're all still going to have things to play for. With results last weekend, 7 English clubs are going to be in the Heineken Cup next year, so clubs like Northampton, Saracens, Wasps, Newcastle as well, all these teams are going to be fighting for that 7th place, so their season isn't over either, and we've just got to hope that a couple of those teams come through for us.
Every captain wants Mark Cueto in his side at the moment, and Mark Cueto in amazing form. It's a huge blow that he's not there, and for such an important game, that's the way it is, maybe.
That's, as you say, that's the way it is. You look at the video and it's a hard decision, but the only thing you can do is just get it in, try to replace Mark as well as you can. It's going to be really difficult because he's a great player, but you win games as a team, and that's what we need. We need a team on Friday.
You know, we sat down at the start of the year and looked around at the squad that we had, and we know this squad should be good enough to be in the top 4. And yes, a few results haven't gone our way, a few decisions haven't gone our way, but at the end of the day, if we don't qualify for the top 4, the people to blame will be the players, and no one knows that more so than the players. So we're looking to put everything right over the next couple of weeks, and I just hope we get that chance.
The team deserves to end up in the high, but who knows? We play against 2 tough teams, and we're going to give our best always.
Are we going to see any fireworks? Harlequins, is there anyone that you've annoyed there? You're not going to go into your backside again?
Very good, Will. The only person going on the backside's you if you keep up these sort of questions.
So the Glover Challenge has taken a back burner over the last few weeks, but this week it's back with Eccles in the hot seat.
Ross Seward, scrum half.
Billy Bonnet, 13 prop.
Oh, look, keep him there.
Johnny Holland, wing.
Johnny Holland.
Baby Ben, hooker.
Come on, Ben. Put it in.
Glen Cahill, back row, captain, legend.
Thorpe, coach, non-kicking.
Jack Walton, fullback. Unlucky Jack.
Side Donovan, second row.
Survivor. Sandy Howarth, super sub.
Yeah! James Donnelly, wing centre. Look at the eye.
Do you not just get some balls and roll them through?
Well, you heard earlier from the players ahead of Friday's match at Edgeley. Now time for the man who shoulders that responsibility. With just 3 wins out of his 9 games in charge, DOR Kingsley Jones says the top 4 is far from unreachable and has made a rallying cry for all to believe in the cause.
We win on Friday night, we're guaranteed to be top 6. We're away from Newcastle, from the Newcastles, the Wasps, the Saracens, the Northampton who we're chasing. Then we go into the last game of the season against Northampton with everything to play for. And as long as it's mathematically possible to be in the top 4, we'll keep fighting to the last minute of the last game. We came away with a losing bonus point in Leicester, but it seems to me as 4 points lost rather than a point gained, because I was convinced with 55 minutes that we would go on and win with a bonus point. We committed rugby suicide a little bit last 20 minutes of the game. And there's a great opportunity to get a bonus point win in Welford Road. A win in Welford Road is something to covet, but to get a bonus point win, which we were on the verge of doing, and then throw it all away is crazy, and that's probably why it's hurt so much. We've been in positions again. 4 years ago, I think we were within 5 minutes of finishing 6th or 7th. Leeds turned around and beat Bath in Bath, and Staunton missed a kick for Quins, and we went from 6th to 3rd in the space of 10 minutes. Last season, last game of the season, we didn't know who was in the top 4 until the last minute. It was Leicester, it was Quins, it was Irish, it was Sale. And that's what we got to keep doing. We got to keep fighting until the last minute of that game. But the first and foremost is exactly what you said: to beat Quins on Friday and put us in a position to go into the last game of the season with everything to play for. For once, it's us looking at them, thinking they've had a few bumps, they've had a few bruises. They'll come to us. Might be a good time to play them. How they'll respond from a defeat against Leinster, I'm not sure. But they surely will be, some tired bodies after an hour. So we really need to go hard at it, make sure we're in a good position, at least at half-time, and then hopefully we can get a bonus point. But we're talking about a side in Harlequins who don't concede tries. They're very good at the contact area. So it's not unrealistic to think we can get a bonus point at home against anyone, but we have to put things in perspective, and Quins are a top side. They're not top of the Premiership or second in the Premiership for nothing. Their defence is second best to us. But we will be endeavouring to score those tries, of course.
You've had a week off. Has the physio room been busy for you? How are you looking for Friday?
Yeah, that's a good thing. Sebastien Bruno will be back in the mix, and Andy Tuolangi is okay after his 15 minutes or 10 minutes at Leicester. He hurt his ankle, but he's back in the mix. You've got the two half-backs back to full fitness in Wigglesworth and Peel. Lionel and Andrew competing for a place, which is great for us. But Luke McAllister is a big one for us, and it looks like his hamstring is still struggling a little bit. He trained really well yesterday and today, and it's sore this afternoon, so that's one question mark that we really like on the pitch. But if not, we focus on what we have in Rudy and Andy Tuolangi.
What would you say to fans that are saying, right, we're writing off the season, it's all about next year now and signings and so on, and some who aren't even taking any interest in the last two games? What would you say to that reaction?
We need the support, and really believe, look what's happened to us in the last season. Look what happened to other teams where they thought they're out of it. Richard Cockrell said on TV with 3 games left, oh, we're out of it, we've finished. And they're playing in a final. Let's believe, if we believe we have a chance. If we all think that it's all over, well, we're going nowhere. And, we've worked very, very hard this season, and I know the results lately have been tough, but as I said, look at the fixtures we've played. We had a good run at one point with good fixtures. Now we've had a hard run of away fixtures, but we've got 2 at home that we can win. And as I said, pity we've got to look over our shoulder at other teams, but there's a lot of water to go under the bridge yet. We can't have that mentality at the moment that we're already out of it and that we've already reflected on what could have been. And I do get that feeling around everybody involved with the club, the supporters, and what we need as the management particularly is make sure that the message out there, and has been from me since we lost in Leicester. I mean, 10 minutes after the game I'm saying we're still in with a chance. The media are looking at me as if I'm a bit mad. That's fine, and I understand that. Maybe I'm a bit mad, maybe I'm a bit optimistic, but we really need to be, and all the supporters, we really need to be, and let's believe we can be there. If we do that, we still have a chance being in the last 4.
That's it for part 1. Stay with us, because after the break we catch up with another one of the Sale Sharks' French contingent. See you in a bit. How many tries has Harlequins scrum half Danny Kerr scored in all competitions this season? Is it A, 5, B, 8 or C, 10? In association with Channel M, the Manchester Rugby Sevens organisers have provided viewers with the chance to win 4 VIP hospitality passes to the festival this summer. The 3-day rugby and music festival will be held at Macclesfield Rugby Club between the 10th and the 12th of July. Sale Sharks have confirmed entry, as have the British Army and a number of other world-class teams. Alongside 6 tournaments, there will be a friendly atmosphere with fancy dress, camping, live bands, party marquees and fun for all the family. To win the 4 VIP tickets, please answer the following question. Which Sale Sharks player has played for the England Sevens team? Is it A, Andrew Sheridan, B, Luke McAllister or C, Matthew Tate? Please email your answer to sharks@channelm.co.uk. Good luck. So before the break we asked you how many tries his Harlequin scrum half Danny Kerr scored in all competitions this season. The answer was B, 8. Welcome back to the show. Next up for Talking Sharks is another first in the form of a French hooker. Not something from Moulin Rouge, but the French front rower Sebastien Bruno. Following in Philippe Saint-André's footsteps to Toulon at the end of the season, his 5 years at the Sharks will be fondly remembered.
In Sale Shark, you have a lot of good players, you have fantastic fans. I passed 5 fantastic seasons with the Sale Sharks. I don't know if Toulon is good team, but I try. I hope is now for the 2 seasons is good team. For my family, it's better. I live just 2 hours in Toulon. For my kids, he sees his grandfather, grandmother. Is more easy. And after, yes, it's big challenge. Toulon at the moment, he don't play well, but I hope he stay in the first division. and with other players like Rohan, Rory, and Conte Pomi, and other players. I hope the next season we play very well.
Of course, Philippe has been such a big influence on your career. Was he a big influence, silly question, on this move? Obviously, with him going there, he had a lot to do with the move, with the deal.
Yes, for me, it's better. I follow Philippe. I know Philippe very well. He's a good coach. He's a good guy, and for me, it's more easy. I know the coach, and it's more important for me.
That'll be nice for you, though, wouldn't it, to have a couple of, albeit Rory with the Scottish accent, it'll be nice for you to have some friends from here to get used to playing down there, won't it?
Yeah. It's important. I think. I hope it translates a little bit for.
You'll have to help him with the French.
I hope. But for me, it's difficult. I don't speak a lot. I don't like speak a lot. His French is the same.
5 years is a long time in the rugby world that you've been at Sale. So many memories. Obviously, Twickenham was a fantastic one, but you've had loads here, haven't you?
Yeah, for me, it's my first trophy. It's my first trophy I win. It's very important for the career, for my career. It's fantastic, the win in Twickenham with the Sale Sharks against Leicester. It's very, very good times for me. But I hope this season we finish well. We can play for the semi-final. And the season is not finished, and I hope you win the trophy. But I think it's hard, but we can do.
You first played for France in, I think it was 2002, but when you came to Sale 2 years later, you became a regular, didn't you, with France? Did you have Philippe and Kingsley to thank for that, for you becoming such a force in the front row for the French team?
Yeah, when I play for Sale Shark, I change the philosophy, I change my body, I change my skill, and I remember my first pre-season. I never see that. It's very, very hard. I remember the second training. I cry. It's very, very hard, very, very tough. But after, when I remember, I said it's good for me. I play for the Sale Sharks. And I definitely change a player when I play for the Sale.
Obviously, your throwing, your lineouts has improved a lot. Would you say that's the best thing you've improved?
Yeah. When I play with Béziers, I'm not good thrower. With YG, I improve. He learns my throw. I improve. Sometimes it's not the throw, it's his head. I don't understand the call. I did some mistake, but I improve. And when I play for France, sometimes I have the red card or yellow card.
Discipline.
Yeah, it's a discipline. I change my discipline. Philippe, he said, it's very important in England. You stay quiet. You need to change your discipline. I change with that also.
You were born in Nîmes, which is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
What do you make of, or what were you thinking of Stockport and Manchester when you first came, and now? It would be nice to go back, maybe.
Yeah, but after in Sale, I have my family. I have three kids. It's some quiet. I live in Winslow. It's a green everywhere. It's not a busy life. I training, I go back at home, I stay quiet with my family. It's not bad life. But it's true, the weather sometimes is difficult. In winter, it's hard when it's 3 o'clock, the dark is start. But it's not more important. I prefer play well, win the trophy. For me, it's most important for a rugby player. After the weather, the food is after. Mm-hmm. The first is you play with a good team, you win the trophy. For the player, is most important.
What about the attitude between the English and the French? Because it's interesting, isn't it? When I speak to Lionel and to Sebastien, they all kind of play it off and say, "Oh, no, we'll get on." But the French and the English mentality is so different. The culture.
Yeah, it's so different. When we come with Sebastien and Lionel, I think sometimes the guy is think the French is crazy, but we hope stay together. We hope we try don't stay with a French guy and Anglian guy. Don't give the different group. We need to stay together. But after, I think when the England guy said you play for him and you give all, the guy said he's not French, he's not English, he's a Cell Shark player. For me, it's very important.
What will you miss the most?
We play. You win a lot of games with Cell Shark. I hope I win a lot of games with Toulon. But when I see the player Sheridan, Cueto, Roxon, Schofield, all the players, you have a big player, Luke McAllister, and it's difficult for fans the team with the same player. But I hope.
What about the hookers? Because obviously you're a huge blow to lose someone like you, international class. Neil Briggs, Mark Jones, are they good enough? Should they be starting, or do we need to sign another hooker, or should they be given a chance next year?
I don't know. He signed the other hooker, but I'm sure the Briggsy and Mark Jones is good hooker. He's very young, but this season when I'm not play, I am injured. He played 4 months. He play very well. He's a hard guy. He like tackle. He like fight. He like. I think he's for me. He's a good young player. He's not soft. He like working. He like work for together. He's young. He's a good young guy. I'm sure.
The fans, when I've watched you at Edgeley Park, you changed the atmosphere. You're a fan's favourite. You know, the fans love you. Have you got a message for them?
Yeah, I would like to say thank you for all for them support. For me, it's a big pride when the fan he sing Bruno. It's the first time I feel that. I remember on my live when I come in England, the fan he sing Bruno. Sometimes I feel very, very proud. And I don't know the term in English, but I feel like the vibration when the fan sings that is very, very good.
Goose pimples, we say.
Yeah.
Goose pimples.
I say just thank you for all for this support. When you play bad, he support all the times. For me, it's very, very good support.
And just finally, you mentioned it before, but a return to Twickenham would be beautiful, wouldn't it, before a return to France?
Yeah. I give all for that. He stayed 3 games, and after maybe semi-final, final. But for me, this season we have the best team in English Premiership. You need to win the trophy.
Right, that's your lot, but before we go, I have an apology to make. If you were watching Eccles in the Grubber Challenge earlier on, you would have seen that they drew a blank. But after long deliberations, we've decided to give them that one kick that the cameraman didn't see. I am a good Samaritan. Adios.
Billy Bonnet, 13 prop. Wait there. It's going in.
When he runs back, wait until I say kick it. Wait.